Hey Cancer, it's Tawny Rocks. Thank you for anyone new or returning to my page at this time, and welcome. So you guys, I have a special reading for you. I told you I couldn't wait for Gemini season to do your next reading for that season. So we're going to go ahead and look into how Gemini season is going to affect you guys, okay? And then I have a special reading that I pulled for you guys right now. I got it off this website. I wish I would have took the name of the website down, but either way, I'm super stoked to do this reading for you guys today. I'm using the Soul Helper Oracle deck, and I'm also using the Astro cards, and I do have one clarifier for us today. I'm coming in from one of my general decks as well. Just so you guys know, for the next 2 weeks, we are going to be finishing out the waning crescent moon. This is about releasing, forgiving, moving forward, and as well as finishing up tasks. So this is about, before we go into that new moon energy of setting new intentions, getting whatever you can done in regards to whatever it is you have been working on at this point in time. So during the new moon, you can reflect, okay, and set new intentions based off of experiences during this last period coming out of the full moon. Let's go ahead and jump in, you guys. So in regards to how Gemini season is going to affect you guys, one thing that's really important that I wanted to point out, the new year, right, that everybody celebrates is like, we're going into that new year from 2024 to 2025. But realistically, the new year begins for us individually on our birthdays, okay? So this is what is the difference between the energies that we are experiencing as a collective, okay, with the zodiac signs. So for example, obviously Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces have already started their new year. So their energy is a little bit different right now, okay? 1:51 on the time here. So increased introspection and downtime, okay? A need for a possible retreat for some of you guys, processing and reflecting, a heightened intuition, and preparing for your birthday season. So clearing out the old to make space for the new as you prepare for your own personal new year, okay? Some of you guys may be overthinking, okay? Restless, brain fog. So just being aware of that so you guys don't get burnt out, okay? So having some sort of mental exhaustion. This is kind of resonating with the energy that I was getting for you guys in your daily situation and advice yesterday. Okay, difficulty quieting thoughts. So you guys may really be wanting to take some time to yourselves here, okay? Community and collaboration, okay? Connecting with other people for a cause or learning from others, which we got today in your daily situation and advice. Emotional uncoverings. So with the focus on the subconscious, old feelings, unresolved issues, or hidden truths that might come to surface, this is going to be a good time for healing and release. Understanding your self-limitations. That is so interesting. I was just writing something like this down earlier. Okay. Prioritizing rest and self-care. Journaling, meditating and mindfulness, listening to your intuition, and finding ways to declutter while preparing for your season is going to be a good way for you guys to begin and end this Gemini season. And yes, you guys, journaling the self-limiting thoughts that you have, okay, and like really going within, finding ways to heal those, finding a way to change your thoughts, your mind, okay, so that you guys can align with the things that you desire in this lifetime. It's very interesting because when I started studying astrology, I was told so many things, like some people are not going to have a soulmate in this lifetime and stuff like that. And I've been learning that the energy, of course, can change. It can shift. Just like when I do a reading for you, depending upon the decisions that you make, your reading could be completely different. That's the reason why when you watch different readers, you don't always resonate. And that could be due to the fact that you're making certain decisions. You could be either elevating or you could be staying stuck at a certain level, but you know, being patient. Everybody has to experience their own personal growth, right? And so, wow, Spirit is saying, fake it till you make it. Exactly. Telling yourself you're abundant, telling yourself you already have everything that you need all the time, and literally aligning yourself with those desires because you feel like you're in a state of perfection already as it is, knowing that you're already good. That is what's going to attract those things and bring you out of an energy of lack or feeling like there's something that you can't do or things that there's things you're not capable of, right? So let's go ahead and jump in. So from the Astro deck, you guys had a whole list of cards fall out. I was super shocked, actually here. Okay. So you guys, of course, Gemini actually fell out. It's pulling for you guys in Gemini season here. Some of you guys could have a Gemini 6th house. Doesn't have to be the case. But Sixth house energy is going to be very important for you guys during this season. Mercury, mind and speech, of course, with that Gemini energy coming in here. So something about your work and your routine, and that's your daily routine, daily tasks, how you always do things is going to be important and significant at this point in time. And a Leo could be significant for you guys as well during this season, or just this Leo energy. Being confident, being creative, shining at what you do here, okay, as well. And I feel like doing this through how you're communicating with others right now. And I also feel like pouring some creativity into your daily habits and your daily routines as well. I've also looked up Gemini 6th house with Mercury for you guys, so I can give you a little bit more in regards to that as well here. So let me see. Oh, yes, of course, Spirit. You guys had 1029 as your angel number, okay? New beginnings, growth in existing relationships, intuition and trust, okay? In regards to your career and finances, positive changes and opportunities will be coming in here. So expect new opportunities or a shift in your career path that leads more closely with your passions and your purpose, okay? Your soul's purpose. Completing projects, financial growth. Yes, I love this energy for you guys with your angel number. So financial growth, new beginnings, exciting energy coming in here for you. And this could be a little overwhelming. I feel like, you know, with Gemini, this is changes. This is being busy. This is like, you know, having to adapt. Spirit is saying something about free flowing energy. So, you know, maybe going with the flow as well is going to be very significant for you guys here. Now, someone who may have Gemini in the 6th house may experience these characteristics, but these are also characteristics that will be very important for you guys as well, navigating the system, navigating this season as well. And something about the system could be significant here too, okay? So developing your own type of system here to navigate changes, challenges, okay? So intelligence being applied to practical matters, work, daily routines, and problem solving. So it's going to be very important for you guys to be very detail oriented and have strong observation skills, okay? Communicating in your workplace. Look at that, the 6th house and the routines here. Yes. Articulation of your ideas. Excellent writing in regards to communicating with others, the ability to convey complex information clearly, okay? So someone may be experiencing these characteristics, but this is also going to be important for you guys. To make sure that you have clarity, it's really important for you to try to practice mindfulness during this season, or at least make sure that you're trying to keep a clear, level-headed mind, okay? You know, deep breaths are going to be important. Pausing, reflecting, that's going to be important here. Learning to be a valuable team member, embracing problem-solving skills, okay? Identifying issues, devising practical, logical solutions to conflicts, debts, legal matters, okay? Spirit is saying defeating enemies through speech or logical arguments. Wow, that's giving me like Page of Swords, King of Swords energy. Being adaptable, being open to multitasking here, okay? So adjusting to new situations and handle a varied routine as long as it offers intellectual stimulation here. So something's going to be important about learning, okay? Communicating with others, learning, being open to learning. I feel like exchanging ideas, information, okay? Your health consciousness and your wellness is also coming in here, okay? So learning about topics in regards to your health and your nutrition and ways to optimize your daily routines, okay? And not being in the mindset of being very concerned or overly concerned about your health here, okay? Or being overly health conscious as well. Paying attention to details, not being too critical on yourself or others as well here, okay? Finding flaws more easily than focusing on positive aspects, which can create challenges. So try not to be too critical with yourself and others, you guys, in regards to situations, and try to think about the positive, okay, aspects to situations. I feel more so not being so critical on yourself, okay? Here. Now, the careers of accounting and financing, law and journalism, data analysis and research, ITT, okay, so technology, someone teaching like mathematics, physics, economics, any role that's going to involve organizing, information, processing, and communicating. Those could be careers that are significant with some of you guys at this point in time. Spirit is saying the potential challenges could be overthinking and restlessness, which could lead to stress and anxiety, self-criticism, and being gullible. Okay, so trying not to be influenced by others, okay, due to the fact that you could be open to new ideas, which could lead to being gullible. So, and we're going to get a little bit into that right now when you're reading, but basically, like, okay, even if you're being open and curious and you're learning new things and other people are showing you stuff, Spirit is basically saying to make sure that I feel like you still add your own flair, your own thoughts, something about uniqueness. I feel like with the Leo and the Sun energy coming out and your own type of creativity to these things, and also thinking for yourself, I feel like even me, right? I sound like I know a lot of things, whatever, right? At the end of the day, it's always good to still do your own research, okay? It's always good to still try to experiment with things on your own, see if it's something you're comfortable with as well, because it's just kind of like, yeah, Spirit is saying seeing is believing is the energy that I'm getting here for you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into your reading. So those were your cards here to best represent Gemini season for you guys. Gemini 6th house Mercury and Leo Sun energy, okay? So how you guys can embrace curiosity during the season of Gemini. You are unique, be a little crazy, but be yourself here, okay? And the number 34 is coming out for you guys, so the number 7 could be significant here. I feel like persevering, but I also feel like standing up for yourself as well, for who you are, okay? Standing in your power as well. I feel like during times of adversity here is very important for you guys. A partnership for the new age, it's time to welcome it. Being open to connecting with other people here. This gives me a little bit of that Two of Cups energy. People that align with you guys on similar paths, like if you guys do yoga, okay? You might meet some people that like to do yoga. You might decide to start going with them to yoga classes, something like that, carpooling, things like that, just simple things. Even it doesn't have to necessarily be a relationship, but it could for some of you guys here, okay? So just being open to connecting with like-minded individuals is also a way to embrace curiosity during this season. How you guys can connect your mind and heart is going out in nature. Nature is calling you and wants to touch, fulfill, and protect you with its healing powers here. And the number 2 is coming out. So something about balancing your mind, body, and soul here, but mostly your logic and your emotions, which is the King of Cups energy. Okay, so having a balance, not being too emotional, not being too logical when you guys are making decisions, but connecting with nature is going to be really good for you guys going in from this month into the month of June, okay? So what you can do to feel connected to others during Gemini season, you guys are getting recognized despair as an opportunity. Within it, you will find the gift of an awakening. And you're also getting your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go and clear your mind. Sorry, you guys. I had some dental work done yesterday. And I'm stuttering. And then it hurts when my teeth go like this. So sorry about that, you guys. I'm trying to get through the pain here. So what I gathered right away from this, before I give you the card that I pulled from my general deck, when I looked at this, there is something that maybe you haven't healed from, you haven't closed out a cycle in regards to here. And there's also this energy of desire, which is giving me this heavy energy of having these expectations, okay? So it's something important about being objective and being open-minded that's going to help you guys make these connections moving forward through this season here, okay? Not having these high expectations of people to be a certain way when you meet them, when you're connecting with them. Just being open to, getting to know people for who they are. Okay, that way it doesn't lead to this disappointment here. Okay, I feel like expectations is one of the biggest limitations that we experience, especially in regards to relationships, and I mean platonic relationships as well. Okay, expecting someone to behave a certain way or act a certain way. Now, for some of you, like I said, there's definitely something here that you're needing to heal from. So what I gather from that is that you could be feeling a little disconnected, discontent, and like the energy was saying, saying that I looked up for you guys, you may even want to have that quiet time, that alone time as well, because you could start to feel overwhelmed. This gives me an energy of your emotions overwhelming you, you guys. So just being sure to have that sense of balance logically and emotionally, like I was saying earlier, okay, moving throughout this season, because Gemini season is really about like talking. It's like, I feel like no matter how much you guys want to spend time alone, you are going to, for whatever reason, possibly have a lot of communication coming in, especially in regards to work. So it's like bringing that sense of balance into your whole life in general is going to help you. And it's crazy because Spirit has been telling you guys for the past couple of weeks or so to bring a sense of balance in, bring a sense of balance in. And when I tell you that the energy is always working in your favor, Spirit was preparing you guys for Gemini season. So those of you that have gotten a chance to really start working on figuring out how to have a balance with personal life, with work life, with even, pouring time and energy into yourself, this is going to really help you right now because it won't feel so overwhelming. So I feel like you guys still have a chance. And no matter what, if you haven't been able to do that, doing it now during Gemini season is actually going to be the challenge. And that's what's going to make you stronger. And that's what's going to teach you those significant lessons anyways. So it's still positive no matter what. Now, the Two of Wands was coming out. I really wanted to clarify these cards. And Spirit is really wanting you guys to not only choose a path at this point in time or bring in a sense of balance with the Two of Wands, but see the bigger picture. Okay. This is going to be very, very important for you guys. Seeing the bigger picture. I'm kind of hearing, so what? It's kind of like something happens between you and someone else, and you guys really can't move past this conflict that you're having because neither one of you guys can see the bigger picture in regards to it. And I don't really have a good example right now, so I don't want to like throw something out there and come off like I'm all over the place. But yeah, just being able to see the bigger picture in regards to a situation. And I also feel like with the Two of Wands, this is being motivated. This is being determined. So be determined to connect with people. Take some sort of action here, okay? Make plans as well, okay? Now, your last pull I did for you was a message from your higher self. So you can take all three or one of these cards. It's your choice. The first card is 23. Release your inner rebel, be yourself, and create your own universe. This is a message from your higher self here, okay? Being authentic, being unique here, okay? Leo energy, the sun. Okay. And just being yourself, creating your own universe here. That's through your thoughts, through your mind, body, and soul. Okay. Enter the temple of your truth and learn to value it. I feel like this is kind of saying the same thing here. Living in your truth, okay? Knowing your value here. And that's a very important message because I've been studying recently, actually. I've been following these two rabbis on a podcast. They have their own individual podcast, and I'm so excited because I've been wanting to study the Kabbalah for like the past 2 years, but I know Spirit was like, you need to wait. It's not time yet. So now it's time. And you guys know I study many different types of religions and cultures in order to get their different perspectives on life because it's valuable. Okay. And so one of the rabbis was explaining how one rabbi was explaining how depression is like the highest form of narcissism. Okay. Being a victim and not being able to see your value to others. Okay. See how you're needed in this world to others. And the other rabbi was talking about how everybody is important. And so it's always important to remember, like, this entire room was perfectly constructed, as chaotic and crazy as it seems. Every single thing that went into this room, every single insect, bug, animal, us, everything was perfectly constructed, and every single person that comes here, we all belong here. We all have some part of the puzzle where we fit in, okay? There's something about each and every one of us that is important, okay? In this room, we are meant to be here. And so just remembering that you are important, you are needed, okay? You are a necessity is going to be very important here for you guys. Now, a new strategy is required. Find the path to love and happiness, okay? So it's just like whatever some of you guys have been doing, it's not working. You feel it's not working. Don't lose hope. Look within yourself. The answers are within you, okay, that you are seeking right now. All of us, any of the answers we seek are within us, okay? Nothing here, even math problems, none of it was created. None of it was technically ever really discovered. We all have that within us, okay? And so the answers that you seek are within yourself, okay? And you can create your own happiness, and that is also through loving yourself as well. So this is the energy that I am getting for you guys at this point in time, and I'm definitely, Spirit is saying to take these last two cards here to close out your reading. Listen to the eternal song of your soul. Tune into it and learn to trust it. Exactly what I was just saying right now. Trusting yourself, okay? Trusting your higher guidance. Cross the bridge of happiness. It leads over the depths of your emotions, okay? Yes, I love that to close out your reading here, you guys, and something about possibly needing to leave your usual social circles behind. And I feel like that's very important, especially for those of you who may be experiencing a loss of some sort of emotions, feeling detached, okay, from a group of people right now, okay? Love and blessings, and I will be catching up with you guys soon.